Hello, it's Sherry from Tranquility Soul Spa live in your feed. Hi. So I just want to touch base briefly and ask you a very important question. It's hugely important. Are you phoning your life in? Hello, Dale. Are you phoning your life in? Are you paying attention to your life? Are you paying attention to the important things in your life? Do you know what the important things are? I guess I have lots of questions today, right? Do you know what the important things are in your life that you should be paying attention to? Are you paying attention to them? Or are you just phoning it in? Are you paying attention to the things that matter to you? Or are you just phoning it in? Are you striving in your life? Or are you phoning it in? Here's the thing, and it's an important thing. A lot of us tend to phone our lives in, especially when we're all stressed out and anxious and overwhelmed and blah. It's hard not to just phone it in when you're feeling that way, isn't it? It's really hard to get excited about your life, to know what to pay attention to feel like you are even making a difference in your life, let alone anybody else's life, when you're not able to stop and take a moment and not phone it in and not just be the something, something, something kind of gal. Because let's be honest, we've all been the something, something, something kind of gal, haven't we? It's funny because I did a podcast interview this morning and we were kind of riffing off each other. We were having a lot of fun with it. And I didn't feel like I was phoning my life in. I didn't. And then I spent a little bit of time between calls, grabbing lunch, doing whatever, and I felt like I was just phoning that in. I wasn't enjoying it to the utmost. I wasn't engaged as much as I would want. I phoned it in. And I thought, damn, I don't want to live any parts of my life where I'm just fucking phoning it in. That's not who I am anymore. Maybe that was who I was once upon a time, but it's not who I am now. It's not who I choose to be. I don't want to be the person who does something, something, something through her life. I don't want to be that person. I had a podcast interview and then something, something, something. Oh, fuck. No, that's not who I want to be. And that's not who you want to be either, is it? You're not that person either. You're thinking, damn, girl, I'm totally guilty of that. Yes, you are, because we all have moments where we are completely engaged, where we are enthusiastic, where we are driving into our lives. And we have moments where we are less than enthusiastic. Some moments where we're actively saying, like, oh my God, please don't make me do this. Please don't make me do this. And it's those moments that you have a choice. You have a big choice. You can either continue to phone those moments in and be something, something, something in your life, or you can embrace those moments too and say, I'm ready for more. I want something different in my life. I don't choose that. It's funny because I had a first call with a new client this afternoon. I love being able to say that. And she was kind of struggling with the whole idea of what's actually important to her. How does she want to live her life? Is she feeling like every moment in her life is important to her? What is important to her? And how does she want to show up in her life? Does she want to be the person who says no, who takes control, who enjoys her life? Or does she want to be the person who says yes out of obligation, who says yes out of feeling guilt if she says no, who listens to all the little angel voices on her shoulders and doesn't pay attention to the things that are actually important to her. She phones her life in. She doesn't want to be that person anymore. So she signed up with me. And I love that about her. I love that she did that for herself. She raised her hand and said, I'm done. I'm done phoning my life in. I want a life that I can feel proud of, that I can feel excited about, a life that makes me happy. Hello, Louise. And so we're getting it for her. And she's already, it's funny because we did the intake session on Saturday. This was her first call. And she's already, just from those two things, she's like, damn, I'm on fire already. Woohoo. And I've only really given her like 3 little exercises that I want her doing. So it's possible to change your life in like that, in an instant, and to move from a something, something, something life. I did something all for, to a life that engages you, that makes you happy every minute, that grabs you by the face and says, let's go do something fun. Even if it's something boring like eating, even if it's something boring like having a shower. I love having showers though. I don't know about you guys, but for me, that is like nirvana. Can I just go, hello, Kelly. Can I just go sit in the shower all day, every day? No, I can't. My skin would not like it. I'm having a reaction. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm like itchy all the time. I've got new laundry soap, and I'm having a reaction to it, and I'm too cheap to buy different stuff, so I'm like itchy. So yes, but I'm having fun with that too, because I'm like, ooh, interesting rash. That's really cool. I like that. I don't really, but this is interesting. It's making me aware of all the parts of my body, which is kind of a cool thing. And I'm definitely not phoning my life in when I'm having a little bit of the itchies, when I'm thinking, damn, what's going on here? I need to go. Actually, it's not that I'm cheap. It's just that it took me about a week. I'm a little slow sometimes. It took me about a week to figure out that it was this laundry soap. So now I have to go buy new stuff, but I've been busy with clients and kids and all kinds of crap. I haven't had a chance to go to the grocery store. So maybe can't do it tonight. Maybe tomorrow. No, I got no. See, maybe Friday night. Friday. I think I'm good Friday night to go. Hello, Roseanne. So why do we phone our life in? Why do we do that? How do we feel like we are, that's all we're worth? Boredom, mostly. When you're not shaking your life up enough, when you're not, I wish I had a globe here, like a snow globe, because when you're not shaking your life up like a snow globe and watching the beautiful snow drift around, you're not, or playing with a kaleidoscope. I have a kaleidoscope, but when you're not playing with a kaleidoscope and twisting it to see what new and interesting patterns you can make, we're humans, we get bored. And getting bored is the most dangerous thing on the planet. When you are bored, you're just phoning it in. And nobody wants to phone their life in. Nobody wants to be like, oh, can I just do the bare minimum, please? And just be happy with that. No, that's not who we are as human beings. That's not who we want to be. It's boring. It kind of kills us a little inside when we're that way. So I encourage you to look at all of the ways that you are currently phoning your life in, that you are currently just doing a something, something, something life. And I want you to see if there's any way, just a mild little tiny way, that you can reframe that, reshift that, rejig that, knock yourself out of your comfort zone and do something more. Do something that really lights you up, that gets you excited about your life again. Do something that absolutely grabs you by the face and says, let's go do this together. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. Right? Isn't that fun? That's so much more fun. I would rather do that any day of the week, any day of the week, than live a life that doesn't serve me, that doesn't make me happy, that doesn't make me feel good inside and outside. It's kind of fun. It really is. Now, I want to kind of toss something at you. I kind of had a moment this morning. Maybe I'm having a stroke, I don't know. But I kind of had a moment this morning where I felt called to do something. So I want to toss it here and just see how it lands. See what everybody thinks. I was thinking that it might be time to do another free class. Ooh, everybody's like, oh yeah, free classes? I'll do a free class with Sherry. She's pretty awesome. Let's do a free class. This one though, it's about weight loss. I'm feeling a little fluffy. We'll go with fluffy. Feeling a little fluffy right now. And I'm feeling the need to shake it up and see what comes out the other side of this little process, because I like to shake my life around a little bit every once in a while. And I'm feeling like it might not be a bad thing to look at the ways that we carry weight and why we carry it. Here's the thing, and I know I'm not the only one here. I eat 12 to 1600 calories a day. Can you tell from the jaws and the chicken wings and all of it that I am like, really, really, really not a big eater? No. Now, I have struggles with exercise right now, but it's really not about that. None of your weight issues are rarely, if ever, actually about exercise or diet. They're just not. As much as we might want them to be, they're not. Sometimes it is our current emotional state. Sometimes it's our past emotional state. Our weight is, and sometimes it's even past life shit. Okay. Our weight is very, very rarely tied to what we are doing in our lives that's healthy or not healthy or anything. Because we all know the skinny bitch that can eat anything that we hate. Nothing personal with you skinny bitches that can eat anything, but you're skinny bitches that can eat anything, and it makes me want to cry because I'm not that person. I can just look at junk food and, blow up like an inflatable doll. Yeah. It's tied to our mindset, a lot of it. It's totally tied to our mindset. It's tied to our emotional state. It's tied to past trauma. It's tied to past life trauma. It's tied to so many emotional things. And it's very, very rarely, if ever, tied to our actual caloric intake and our exercise for the day. Here's the thing. When I first started gaining weight back in my 20s and even into my 30s, when I would go for waxes or anything like that, everybody was always surprised by how toned I was. I have very defined muscles ordinarily. I am active. I am busy. I'm the kind of person that, if you want me to lay I'm not so much anymore because I'm approaching 50 and my knees don't like it anymore. Getting up and down kind of hurts. But if you want me to lay a brick patio, I'm all over it. If you want me to cut down trees, sure, go for it. I can do that. If you want me to lay hardwood floors, perfect. Hang kitchen cabinets, perfect. I am a renovator. I am a active person. I used to do yoga. I can't do yoga anymore because the inversions fuck with my head. But I am active. I am very, very physically capable And it doesn't matter my size, I'm very physically capable. So I was always forever getting comments like, God, you are ripped for a bigger girl. Holy crap. But because it wasn't about inactivity. It wasn't about the foods I was putting in my mouth. It was never, ever for me about that. Now, I can vary 20 pounds or so, but most of this weight that I carry is my protection. It's a protective suit that I wear to guard me from the world. And I feel like I'm ready to let go of that. And I'm curious if any of you guys are feeling the same thing. If you are, I would love to create a program with you and we go through it together. I think that would be super fun. But let me know in the comments here if you're interested in doing something like this, if you're interested in exploring this, or if I'm way off base and you're like, no, thank you, but no. So let me know, because I'm very, very curious. Hello, Lisa. I'm very, very curious what your thoughts are. How can we stop phoning our lives in? How can we start to take control over everything? And are you interested in losing a little weight? Emotional weight to start with, and then physical weight after that. Oh, girl, let's talk about this, shall we? I think it's a fabulous idea, but we'll see. We'll see. Because it's very interesting to me how few people, their weight is actually tied to their weight. Their weight is actually tied. I'm not the only one. I'm very, very physically fit, yes, or I was. Not so much anymore, but very, very physically fit. And I eat well. I'm still fat. And I'm willing to say that I'm fat. I'm not happy about the fact that I'm fat, but I can own who I am. Good. I've got a few people that are like in, like Flynn, Roseanne's in, Eve Rose is in. Yay! Love to hear that, ladies. So I'll do a poll in the group and see if we've got enough interest. I'd like to have at least 10 to 15 people be interested before I'll put anything together. But I feel like it would be an interesting experiment to play with the weight loss paradigms, because it's not about the food that you're putting in your mouth. It's not about how much you're exercising. What it truly is about owning your emotions and releasing the emotions that are no longer serving you, and not needing that protection anymore, not needing that armor that's keeping you safe from the world. I think it's a cool idea. I don't know. Let me know. Anyways, on that note, I'm going to skedaddle, but I'm going to remind you again, Facebook has still been tweaking the algorithms. So if you like this content, you have to like, you have to comment, you have to be present in this group, because otherwise fewer and fewer people get to see it. And then even if you like it, you're never going to see it. So I'm going to go live and have nobody around. And that sucks. Going live and not having anybody show up or comment or even like the video, that's really depressing. Trust me on this, it's depressing. So yes, like and comment on everything that you see that's mine. Come into the group special just to like and comment on things so that Facebook knows that you're interested and engaged and will continue to show it to you. Okay? On that note, have yourselves a fabulous day wherever you are in this big, beautiful, awe-inspiring world, and enjoy. Enjoy whatever your weather is. It's gorgeous here. It's almost too hot. I'm wearing jeans, and I think I'm going to have to put shorts on. So it's beautiful. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Ciao.